People talk about it all the time. The Sermon on the Mount, Sermon on the Mount, Matthew chapter 5, 6, and 7. The conclusion, the summary of Sermon on the Mount is found in verse 48 of chapter 5. And it says, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. The commandment of the Jesus you proclaim to know is that you be perfect, as God is perfect. The standard is God, not your own standard of perfection or holiness. To be ye perfect, as your heavenly Father is perfect. The standard of God's perfection is as God himself is perfect. The Jesus of the Bible that I know, the Jesus that died on the cross for your sin, said that you should be perfect, even as God himself is perfect. Then it's either one thing or the other. It's either that you are correct, that it's impossible to live perfect, or that Jesus is a liar. And we know which is true. Jesus can never tell a lie. Jesus is not a wicked God to command you to do what's impossible. The problem is that man has never come to agree with God that his words are true. And if man can agree with God that God's words are true, then how can God help you to do that which he has asked you to do? Because his grace, he said, is sufficient for you and I to do all that he has commanded us to do. The question is, Amos 3:3, say, can two walk together except they agree? Can God walk with you except you agree with God? Is it possible for us to go on a journey when I don't agree with you, that I'm going with you on that journey? That's what God is saying. My call unto you is that you be perfect. My call unto you is that you live holy, even as your heavenly Father is perfect. God is able to do that, but the problem is with us who do not want to walk with God. We want to make our own laws. We want to create our own doctrines. We want to, read our own interpretation to the scriptures and design a theology or a worldview that suits our lifestyle. That is the problem.